Eti for kwa baba de Likee TV na message send na bacha nation no hit adoma no subscribe say drop any latest news bi a obeje bre na so set me akabi na ya bora ensem no ma eti for the latest news etimi abebom no yes say ano ya ye de ni nanse de team ora says America say omo poli 25 billion Ghana city scandal which is a Bank of Ghana no or your candidate for jail. SSA ono nso enche bia no yedi ne din eto saa kiu ne so na emhwehwemu a etimi akoso no na omode emu nsem nyina abeto Ghana for enim na ensem ne beto odwa no etifo yemongrem yenti ensem no yeba teka ensem bia ka ho bia de mu ensem bi ebebrem
receive parliamentary approval. Over Addison, the Addison TV, no, no. Oh, Mumra, former Bank of Ghana governor. Says, Papa, yes, he's a candidate for jail. Yeah, demonstration, sir. On stop down, no catch, say, any Jumedi. Or no catch, say, he's a candidate for jail. And I'm happy the way John Mahama is going. John, that is what Ghanaians want. I'm telling you, the voice of the street. Street, this way, yeah, street from, and only a pay. Chromophobia channel. Chromophobia channel. Yeah, chromophobia channel. Chromophobia will pay for his sins or her sins. In the financial year of 2022, Bank of Ghana calendar, are you aware some Ghana cut 60.8 billion Ghana cedis? No, are you aware? What him say? About 9 indigenous banks now. Bank of Ghana led by Addison, Nekanoforeta, Omuguno. No. Now only here only 9 billion Ghana cedis. Only 9 billion Ghana cedis. According to the Auditor General report, are you aware? And Team Ora has even captured. They ended using 25 billion to collapse the banks. What kind of silly people are you? Munyansato for Manfa. You have banks here 9 billion, 9 billion, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 3. One here 9 for resuscitation. Mose, Mom 9 billion. No. Mom 9 billion. No. Banks never say a Juma Bio. Omway Juma Hobacos what now? Ah? Ghana economy boost. A boom movie and swat about why GDP. Most 9 billion mom for the banks to work. But Mutiminia 25 billion egu banks no. Obio Henya said in your way da. Ajibodam for. To Kanoforiata. That one I don't agree today, I'll never agree tomorrow. Yes, also be ready so Ankoye. You can share your opinion on that. It's when there. Why will you apologize to Kanoforiata? The pains he sent or how will you amaniana bebresa de bagana foso. Kwame Nanka Bruce then I ready. I mean why? Okay. Eti oba wahu. Sesiano we no sound ni ase enti metro mo. At the Facebook and the CTV. Eti Jubilee House and the hono. Enche obehunu se crash bi apie afri ono. What dey munhwe di din. Mumra Facebook live on Akroma 100.5 FM. Na munhwe di din. We maka kire mo say me nyine more than 2 minutes. Ha, afi hwe. What dey hade? What dey hade? Hwe no boko. We in the MP before the police new police officer here Jubilee House. Police new. Now police ni dia. Police ni. Kwame. Police new. That be na Jubilee House ni Kanoforiata fie dia na so mfaso. Hwe. Etifia. Omu yina pie Africa num. I mean how? And these are not even police national when we hear tax. Criminals and the SAGman in Jubilee House, seat of the presidency, because John Mahama lose ma take over. Look at the nonsense you did in Jubilee House. What point are you making? Say, hey, Mr. Bra Facebook never share. One child, near me can be anti. Oh yeah. I mean, but look at this. Look at this. This is what they did to Nankabu's office of the president. You just all cry out as if him. Once we just social media, never has CTV. Oh no, like seriously. Kwame Kwachin to me in and as if him. Now you just be say, when the jury say, Ubet my way, where seat of the president to? Eti, what the hell? If I second one. So watch what is going on. Over Facebook, I know Shamai. I mean, why? 90 can of maybe sir, the questions and so on. Massa, is he a more important human being than anybody? Is he a more important human? Even John Dramani Mahama, president, our former president, they subjected him to office of the special prosecutor on you can't say. The Jibro Kanazwe issue, no. For you can't say expedition, saga. They subjected John Dramani Mahama to special prosecutor who say who rather seminal and wait him. Onumpa why president? John Dramani Mahama was subjected. Na Kenoforiata is subjected and hiding. So time now, more subjected John Dramani Mahama to that kind of scrutiny, no. Now when you say Edian Mugwaseba Ghana, what are you talking about? Jacob Zuma of South Africa, he was not only subjected to scrutiny, at a point he was remanded in South Africa. Stop that nonsense. Kwame Yifri and John Jinapodier. Enough of this Jubilee House. Yanko Tiania John Jinapo. Nyamudi ye omu, Nyamudi ye ndisi fono. Me pese mutia says omunya mukota. Omunya mukota. Na ndisi yo majini swamba ya mua mubi jwani ye Akroma. I am telling you. You run helter skelter. I feel the man said to me, oh baby. Now you see say power changes. I was advising you guys. Say power is transient. You thought I was joking. Today power has changed hands. And I know, said John Muhammad yet, he's not on a personal vendetta. But Uncle John Muhammad is a kufadwa. Uncle Mubehu. Charlie, give me near John Jinapokaino. Live on Accra 100.5 FM. Danso. Dangote, o message about Mahu. Yeah. Teresa Kote, Mahu. Benjamin, you are here. Alhaji Abu. Yeah. Move message Imra. Making come up. Remy Alukunso the message about. Yeah. Samuel Kofi. Gregory Asiedu. And Gregory Afoko case no. I'm happy say Attorney General can who answer.
In this house,
say ope.
We do not tender any evidence. You can't do this to me, Mr. Speaker. Mr. Speaker, you are a leader. And you should know that when something is public record, especially in this house, we do not tender any evidence. Professor Mike Okwe, then Speaker, made a ruling on the matter in this chamber. You were seated here. Professor Mike Okwe wrote to the CID in respect of this matter. And so what other evidence do you want me to tender when it's captured in the Hansard? Anything captured in the Hansard, you don't tender any evidence. Mr. Speaker, I am saying that on that fateful day, Mr. Speaker, on that fateful day, when my house was raided by AK-47 wielding national security operatives, when they banged on my door, creating fear and panic, sending my 6-year-old child into a state of hysteria, into a state of fear. We had members here. They never commented on it. And I commend Professor Michael Kwe on that day when he stood up and ruled that what they were doing was wrong. Mr. Speaker, they took my phone, they took my laptops, and took it to the United Kingdom to investigate me. Today, a very simple matter. You are scared of it. Mr. Speaker, let me explain something. The OSC has declared Mr. Kenoforiata as a fugitive. As a fugitive. Mr. Speaker, in our local language, fugitive, in our local language, it means that Wadenwa Kamura. Or, to put it simply, Wajibab. Or in the Hausa language, Otilo. Or to put it in a more simpler way, Yagudu. It's as simple as that, Mr. Speaker. But, Mr. Speaker, we should not be afraid of accountability. As public officials, when they took my laptop, it got to a point they couldn't even open the iPhone. I told them I was willing to come and use my fingerprint. It was then and there that they told me that the phones had been taken to the United Kingdom. I had to give them the password. Eventually, the very America that I was accused of, a minister was dismissed because it came here padded by almost $800 million. Mr. Speaker, on this auspicious day, on this day of reckoning, on this day of accountability, the only thing I can say is that we wish the man in white,
5 minutes.
The best of luck. You can't do this to me, Mr. Speaker. Mr. Speaker, you are a leader. And you should know that when something is public record, especially in this house, we do not tender any evidence. Professor Mike Okwe.
We wish the man in white the best of luck. And I am happy how Special Prosecutor has put it. Yewra Kenu Foriata. Well, bet me aba. Na woman with this uncommon. And yes, sir, one so mabechu. One didn't tap memwaba. The choice is yours. But me free hana minka same way. Na yewia e bidding komobi. Mateze former Attorney General. And so Eden Komobi. Atuja. Kill Jebaba Tenasi briefly. Yewia so you bear 1 or 2 calls. But Kwame, aya ye me kwan kakra. Na Ghana phones will come out me. Maybe at the tail end. One say he empenny focus I no carry. Who we phones are heard you? And net the MPP was John Dramani Mahama. And we were Julius Debra. I am ye binye ubinye bida. Adaya. Ronwa ye form a human fit the 7th of December. Bessie Bra, yes, where His Excellency John Dramani Mahama in you know. Yes, you want you know, Joan, your best I shame for fra. MPP for so matiko apai. How can you forget so soon, MPP? How can you guys forget so soon? No wonder you didn't care about the pains of the citizenry of this country. How can you guys forget so soon? But Mami Mo Julius Debra Baso for taking that bold decision in line with the financial act of our country. Because Oman Ghana has always had financial and economic deficit, budget deficit. Most of the times, your budget companies are brofo. And I'm happy. Say a net dear. President of America, Donald Trump said, United States aid crime abuse. So what it means is that, say, oh yeah, President of Ghana, at this time, I don't envy your position. Because you are in a hard times. Because you said other grants never no ekusin economy nikakra. In the first place, John Dramani Mahama never been meeting economy enyakra because he left inflation, for instance, at 15.4%. And then another Dankwa Kufado, inflation kosura could do 54%. For instance, John Dramani Mahama left exchange rate below say 27%. And another Dankwa Kufado, exchange you can say policy rates, I beg your pardon. Policy rates, Equia could do 30%. Look at Bank of Ghana. Interbanking rate here, better 35%. Exchange rate, John Dramani Mahama, edge and 4 cedis to $1. And then another Dankwa Kufado, Omefra Banso, now exchange rate is 16 cedis to $1. John Dramani Mahama, Juma making sure say he left certain statutory funds. Energy sector levy, send your Ghana Benyeska to cushion our energy sector. Infrastructure levy, send a Ghana Benyeska to cushion our infrastructure sector. John Dramani Mahama institutionalized heritage fund. Send your beya, sabi, and Trima Bampo, na good yasha siasa, Wembenya Hutoswo. John Dramani Mahama Kroya, institutionalized stabilization fund. John Dramani Mahama stabilization fund ana COVID-19 by na nado dankwa kufado koyi musika ehwe yen ansa na mano ne fo beboy John Dramani Mahama mananka ho wakai hunu se omampanin kufuo akọ amanone akọbọ besia na eka no edoso oba de atua ne senti no etwa se o instituting some fund, so he institutionalized what we call the sinking fund. It is with the sinking fund that John Dramani Mahama see ya and no timid tree or man penny kufo cano. I can't no boy and yet amos the boy. A man penny kufo the boss akano. And so John Dramani Mahama or Pepper and to watch and or dra or my gun and teaching he made sure so ye wejuma. Look at what John Dramani Mahama did. Never compare another danko kufado ebebe ye. Making sure, sir, time when we take it over, and this is where I'm going. There were about over 8,000 nurses. I don't mind clearance. Tiasami America you. One were esu. They are crying more than they believe. Omo esu see a yinkro wedding. Tiasami America. Time when people take over in 2017, there were over 8,000 nurses. And I am clearance. Esom kwejuma. Na nado dankwa kufado no ura bamia any kind of oriata we ya omu yomedi
Yeda masese se mo jebre wo daily update TV no so